Tonight on CTV Sports, we recap CSU football's second consecutive overtime loss.
Plus, we recap CSU volleyball's 7th sweep of the season.
And don't miss our sit-down interview with CSU senior wide receiver Joe Hansley.
All this and more coming up on CTV Sports.
You're watching CTV Sports!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Brett Kennedy.
And I'm Travis Green. Man, tough weekend for Colorado State. Our beloved mascot, Cam the Ram, passed away, and the football team lost to the Buffs.
It's a very depressing weekend,
It
Trav.
was. Yeah, it certainly was.
Well, as many of you know, the Rocky Mountain Showdown was this past weekend between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado State Rams football teams. Let's get those highlights started. Dalen Dawkins got things started a little early with a 13-yard run to put CSU up 7-0. On the next CSU drive, Nick Stevens hit Rashard Higgins for a beautiful 25-yard touchdown, 14-0 Rams.
Ooh, that was a pretty ball.
After CU added a field goal and CSU missed a field goal, CU quarterback Sefo Lufau threw a perfect 65-yard touchdown bomb to Shea Fields. Look at that touch, Trav.
On the money. Couldn't have put it in a better spot.
Well, on the next drive, Nick Stevens threw an interception to quarterback Ken Crawley. Trav, if Steven wants to be the starting quarterback going forward, he needs to stop throwing balls like this.
He was forcing deep balls in this one, and Ken Crawley took advantage on this play, as you're seeing.
This got Colorado into field goal range, but kicker Diego Gonzalez had his field goal blocked, as you can see right here, by Preston Hodges, and it was recovered by Trent Matthews. The score at halftime was 14-10 Rams. Colorado got another touchdown pass to open the second half, but Dawkins led the Rams into kicker Wyatt Bryan's field goal range for a 24-yard field goal to tie the score at 17. A couple CSU drives later, Nick Stevens is picked off on the tip drill by Colorado linebacker Kenneth Olabode, who returned it 60 yards for a touchdown and for a 24-17 Colorado lead. This was a huge play, Trav.
It was a huge play, and there was a lot of conversation about if that was pass interference or not. Wound up not being called pass interference.
Very questionable. CSU would respond on their next drive by Nick Stevens hitting receiver Joe Hansley on 4th down to keep the chains rolling deep in CU territory. Jason Oden Jr. then punched it in from a yard out a few plays later to tie the score at 24. As the clock ran down, CU got the ball into field goal range to try and win it, but as you can see right here, kicker Gonzalez hooked the ball wide, sending the game into overtime. CSU got the ball first but ran out of downs, and Bryan's kick got blocked, making it his 3rd miss of the game. On Colorado's ensuing drive, running back Christian Powell drove the Buffs into close field goal range, and then Gonzalez was able to kick it in from 32 yards out to give CU the 27-24 overtime win. Here's what Coach Mike Bobo for CSU had to say after the game about his team's performance.
I thought we played better as a football team. I think we've improved from week 1 to week 2, week 2 to week 3. The hard thing is we're 1-2. And, there's some hurting kids in there that have laid their hearts on the line for 3 straight weeks and haven't received the benefits of hard work.
Unfortunately for the Rams, they did pick up the loss this weekend, but Dalen Dawkins and Kevin Davis's week might be slightly better after hearing that they are this week's CTV Sports Players of the Week. Let's see their performance. Dalen Dawkins this week had 20 carries for 118 yards and a touchdown. He also was doing his job receiving, 6 catches for 59 yards. And then Kevin Davis led the team in just about every defensive category you can. 9 total tackles, 4 solo tackles, and 1.5 tackles for loss. Congratulations, Dawkins and Davis. You're this week's Players of the Week. Yesterday, number 19 CSU volleyball took on Eastern Kentucky, and it did not take long for the Rams to end this one. The Rams swept the Colonels in 3 sets, marking the 6th time the volleyball team has done so this season at Moby. Adriana Colbert picked up her 7th double-double of the season with 20 assists and 12 digs, and 5 Rams recorded at least 6 kills. The win moved CSU's record to 7-3 on the season. Here's what Coach Hilbert had to say after the game.
And we were hitting assignments and disrupting them. They made more mistakes. We were able to convert. So I was really, overall, I'm very pleased with this match.
Tonight, the volleyball team is playing an exhibition matchup against Shanghai East Best Langsheng from the Chinese Volleyball League. Here's what Coach Hilbert had to say about the opportunity to play against a professional team.
So that's what's going to be good about it, is our team will be pressured to work for points. And, you know, I don't know how athletic they're going to be. My guess is if they're playing all their best players, they're going to be really athletic too. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to be fun. You know, it doesn't count on our record, but it's, I guarantee our players want to go out there and win a match. You know, they're going to play hard, and I want to grow from it.
Be sure to check out our YouTube page and collegian.com for updates on tonight's game.
Colorado State women's soccer team picked up its third win of the season on the road last Friday. The Rams defeated Omaha, Nebraska in a double overtime thriller, 1-0. CSU senior defender Jessica Stauffer won the game for the Rams, notching her first goal of the season in the 109th minute of the game. The Rams soccer team remained in Omaha, Nebraska for their game on Sunday. CSU lost to the Creighton Blue Jays 2-0, and this brings the team's record to 3-5-1 on the year. The Rams will begin conference play this Friday at home by the Lagoon against Fresno State.
Saturday the 12th marked the groundbreaking ceremony for the new CSU on-campus football stadium. Head coach Mike Bobo, CSU President Tony Frank, and others spoke to celebrate the occasion. CTV's own Neil Denman went to check it out.
Saturday at 9:30 a.m., Tony Frank and other CSU officials broke ground on the new stadium on South Campus. Head football coach Mike Bobo had this to say about why he is looking forward to having an on-campus stadium.
Having been part of a university for a long time with an on-campus stadium, there's nothing like a feeling of having your alumni, your community come home. And that's what the saying is, coming home. When they come back to the university they love, when they spent years of their life and they're back and they get to gather, and it's not just about football, it's about the people coming back, and it's about memories.
Later on into the ceremony, CSU President Tony Frank acknowledged the protesters and their disagreements with the new stadium project.
We want to acknowledge our friends and neighbors who continue to voice their disagreement with this project. They are people who love and care about this university and community every bit as much as we do. I think it's important today to acknowledge that their criticisms caused us to check everything not twice, but 3 or 4 times, to sharpen our pencils, to reflect, to be careful, and I believe they made this project better in the end.
Neil Denman, CTV News.
For those of you that can't wait to be in that shiny new stadium, it will open up for the 2017 football season.
Well, it's break time.
But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our sit-down interview with CSU wide receiver Joe Hansley.